Other fighting games have been showing a lot of international competition too, but this is el juego de la gente humilde, la gente común. Regular people play KOF all over the world, and you just love to see it still being represented here at EVO 2025.
I think the common thread here between every single player in this top 8 too is that they're all heart. This is going to be all gas, all heart top 8. These players all play with their heart on their sleeves. ET, definitely one of the guys. He's a maniac. I don't think he gets crazier than that guy. He belongs in the insane asylum. I think they only let him out to play fighting games and then put him right back. So you're gonna have a bus send him right back to the insane asylum.
Right? Like
Exactly.
From the tournament.
Get him out of there, bro. He doesn't belong in society.
Lajek all the way from Los Mochis, Sinaloa, a player that in many ways is a man out of chaos, so explosive and so exotic in his way of playing that he will be quite the delivery of a hype match here today. Of course, ET with a lot of authority facing Lajek.
I actually think of everyone from that region that Lajek is one of the most controlled, combination of every style that's representative of that region.
Yes.
That he's able to be more consistent across the board of different types of players, right? And it's at the antithesis of what we're offering here with the ET matchup, right? ET is a wild man, confirmed. Yes. Over many years. And, he has a bigger gas tank than most people have, and he's inhuman. This guy needs to get tested.
Exactly.
But Lajek definitely playing the hero position of being like, he's always in the match, right?
Yeah, completely right. And you're going to see one of the most exotic teams here, too.
That, too,
in the hands of Lajek. Always going against the meta. El Cofero Honesto, the man of honesty. He will be bringing out, of course, no other than Ryo Sakazaki going it. And that Orochi Chris to close that team in order to face ET, who, of course, is here smelling the blood.
If there's one thing I could attribute to Lajek here, it's like he likes to fight the angles. He has very interesting angles of attacks. Yeah, he likes to control where people don't expect him to be, and already in control, getting the full combo here.
That was a great approach from Lajek. Very interesting from ET. Starting with Sylvie, and the damage is completely on. Watch it, a little bit of space in order for ET to commit that last mistake. The parries are coming on in clutch, and where are you rolling for? Lajek is gonna take the first blood.
Lajek, again, like I said, he's in control a lot of the times. Created that spacing to think that ET can press a button, can start his offensive, but Lajek was always there, always ready, punishing the roll, and ready with the parries as well.
Now, let's be careful, because for me, in my opinion, this is ET's best character, who has been really
the guard.
Look at the guard. He's going to break, but Lajek makes a little bit of space and goes with the parry, getting a little bit of extra space in order to survive the harassment from the military mighty Guardian over here, as Haydn is getting the fight against this Ryo Sakazaki.
Wow, looking extremely solid Lajek here. He's being very careful with his spacing, very careful with his buttons. Nice challenge there. Another challenge successful. Everything is going well for Lajek.
So close, the perfect use of the parries. And now he has the throw and the corner. Good patience over here by ET, but he's gonna eat that cake. The slap to the face. Lajek failing with the parry, but the double coke, and he's gonna do it.
ET connects a stand CD for a super here, gonna get the hard knockdown.
What's the call?
Goes for pressure. Lajek rolls out, creates some space, and the fireball connects for ET to take that round.
The fireball connected, but the damage was not applied because of the cross slasher reaching it first. But now, with only 200% of health, what can Grenitz do? Yeah, are you going to ask, where is he?
Shatter Strike represented here. Again, this is the character that Lajek likes to pick very specific angles, likes to maintain control, but ET has the right strategy against trying to be on top of that character as much as possible.
So far, Lajek defining the match over here over ET, the crazy man from Taiwan. What a jump in over here by ET's Isla. This is the best character in the game. Can Lajek fight her with one of the best players in the world? Look at that. Oh, the roll is perfect out of there, but still ET on the harassment until Lajek gets the hit.
Able to find his target finally after a very elusive section there. Lajek is getting this combo down.
And also keeping it humble, man. Not spending resources right now. He wants to keep the money in order. He needs it for a further situation. He goes for the Shadow Strike. Sadly, the Coco de Sky X is not gonna hit.
No conversion there. Can't afford to drop those for Laik. ET is on the hunt, ready to attack. A little bit of patience here. Laik trying to find his angles again.
But the harassment is on, man. Such an offensive game right here by ET, who attempted the Shadow Strike. But we are gonna see the snap, and Lajek is gonna take the first one of these games. I have to ask you, ¿ya le jugaste a Lajek? That's the question.
ET going for a signature aggression there towards the end. You really saw him come to life, right? Laik is bringing out the best out of ET, and we got a lineup change?
A surprise.
A lineup change.
We went back into the character selection screen, and ET is delivering us a surprise because we are going to open up with no other than the man of the Ikari Warriors. We're talking about Rolf.
And he's putting it up front.
La Virlia is
showing he's ready to party.
Oh, that's a real surprise, man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
I wonder what he's looking for here. I mean, Ralph is a pretty good character.
Yeah,
has really good normals here, and has some really good situations that he could represent against Rio. But Laik himself has been so good at controlling the matches, especially with the first two characters, that you wonder, is this the type of battle that ET wants to fight?
But this is what he wants in the face Rio with Ralph. Is it gonna work? That's what we're gonna find right now. But Lajek has been ready already with those anti-airs, being very patient, not allowing ET to deliver the kind of strategy he's trying to deliver with Rolf. And the parry is here in a perfect confirm. We are gonna see big damage.
And Laik has been very successful with being in places where ET is gonna be, calling it out ahead of time with his very, very skillful placements here. That has been really changing the map of this match so far.
So the change did not work.
It did not work. No, it did not.
Ralph was the change of strategy, and it did not work. Rio is very healthy right now, still rocking almost 900 HP, and that's a lot of extra credit that Lajek will be able to use. Look at that parry, full damage over here.
Gonna get him the back roll there. Another DP. Laik is so ready. Gonna get a big conversion here for him.
The Dynasty, man.
And again, you said that this is ET's best character, and he is giving him a mauling with Rio right now.
Oh, look at that. One more hit. Lajek goes for the patience, and a perfect jump in. He's gonna land that. Lajek on match point.
With Rio on point, doing so much work against ET. Again, down to the Isla. ET's gonna have to turn it up. The lights are about to dim on ET if he doesn't pick it up. He needs a spark to happen here.
Glorious sweep over there, but we have seen what this beautiful girl from Chile can do in the hands of ET, and she has a lot of pisco to serve. Those are 4 bars, a lot of money to spend. Look at those pulses, man, and the patience from Lajek finally breaks. He frees, and the damage is on.
Is he gonna unload? No, goes for the advanced strike, trying to steal a turn back, and Laik is back on the offense, connects with the sweep, and again, we got the spacing here, but over jumps for an anti-air 2B, and ET's gonna connect for a full combo.
That, of course, will kill if he decided to spend everything. No, he wants for a one-man last call. The empty jump into the throw.
I'll tell you what, man, ET is a bit of a magician here, so we got to keep our bearings here for Laik.
A reverse OCB, of course, is in a check. But, of course, he spent 3 bars in order to stay there. And Lajek is trying to read beyond the regular time because that prediction failed, and now he has to deal with the corner. He rolls out of there. Very demure escape.
Starting with the offense, getting a bit of mix-up, gets the overhead.
Oh, my God. The damage is on. That was 40% of your life in one single combo, and the pressure is still going on. Great block of the cross-up. Lajek is right now on point, man. He's not delivering any chance to ET.
And a lot of this has to be with being at the right place at the right time. Laik is making really big reads on top of being super solid in the neutral. And ET gets knocked into losers after Laik's great performance.